Hello everyone, let's look at something very important for every Indian on the internet now. What your personal data means and why the Digital Personal Data Protection Bill of 2023 is significant for all of us. Personal data is information related to an identified or identifiable individual. It's processed by businesses and government entities for delivering goods and services. It includes information like your phone number, your Aadhaar card number, etc. India currently does not have a standalone law on data protection. The use of personal data is regulated under the IT Act of 2000. The Personal Data Protection Bill of 2019 was introduced based on the recommendation from a committee of experts on data protection chaired by Justice B.N. Srikrishna. The Digital Personal Data Protection Bill of 2023 has been approved now and is set to become a law after receiving the assent from the President Draupadi Murmu. Let's look at what is the purpose and scope of this. The DPDP Bill of 2023 aims to regulate the processing of digital personal data both online and offline within India. It also covers the data processing outside India if it pertains to offering goods or services to individuals in India. For instance, if your data is being processed by Amazon outside India also, you are still covered. Let's look at the key provisions of the bill now. Data fiduciaries are entities responsible for data processing. Example, companies and government entities who have specific obligations for how they handle data, including its collection, storage, and other operations. Data principals refers to individuals to whom the data pertains. The bill outlines their rights and duties. The bill imposes financial penalties for breaches of rights, duties, and obligations related to the data processing. The most important aspect is about consent. Personal data can only be processed with the explicit consent of the individual except for specific legitimate purposes. The bill emphasizes the importance of obtaining informed, specific and clear consent from individuals. This is important because our data might get shared by several businesses, though we did not share it with all of them. Now, what are the rights and obligations under this bill? Data fiduciaries have obligations to ensure data accuracy, security, and timely deletion after fulfilling the data's purpose. Individuals are granted rights to access the data, correct and even erase the data, or seek redressal for any grievances that they have. How is this regulation going to be enforced? The Data Protection Board of India will oversee and enforce this bill's provisions. The board can direct remediation or mitigation in case of data breaches. It has the authority to inquire into data breaches, impose financial penalties, and refer complaints for alternate dispute resolution. The Data Protection Board can also advise the government to block websites or apps of data fiduciaries found repeatedly violating the bill's provisions. Now, what are the primary concerns with this bill? Certain government agencies can be exempted from the bill's provisions for reasons like national security and public order. These exemptions for data processing by the state on grounds like national security might lead to unnecessary data collection, processing and retention, potentially violating the right to privacy of an individual. The bill allows the transfer of personal data outside India except to countries specified by the central government. This might not ensure adequate evaluation of the data protection standards in the recipient countries. Members of the Data Protection Board of India will be appointed for 2 years and are eligible for reappointment. This short term with the possibility of reappointment might affect the board's independent functioning. The bill does not address the risks of harm arising from personal data processing, nor does it grant the right to data portability and the right to be forgotten to the data principal. To conclude, this bill supports India's digital transformation while balancing individual rights and business needs. It seeks to enhance both the ease of living and the ease of doing business in India by supporting India's digital economy and innovation ecosystem. While the bill provides a comprehensive framework for data protection, its implementation and enforcement will be crucial. The balance between individual rights and state interests, especially regarding exemptions, will be a key area to watch. The bill's impact on businesses, especially tech companies and startups, it will be significant, requiring them to adapt to new data processing standards. So it becomes very essential for individuals and businesses to stay informed about this bill's provisions and the implications to navigate this evolving data protection landscape in India effectively. Hope you find this useful. We'll meet in another video.